Doctors warn that stroke rarely happens without warning, especially after the age of 60. If you're in your 60s or beyond, your body may begin sending quiet signals long before a major stroke occurs. But the problem is that most seniors dismiss these signs as normal aging, stress, or simple fatigue. In reality, neurologists explain that the brain often struggles silently when blood flow begins to decline, and the earliest signs can be subtle, brief, and easy to ignore. This is exactly why so many stroke patients later say they felt something was off weeks before the event, but never realized the seriousness of those moments. Stroke is not always sudden. It is often a process that builds slowly as blood vessels stiffen, circulation weakens, and the brain becomes more vulnerable to oxygen loss. Cardiologists and geriatric specialists emphasize that after 60, the connection between heart health, blood pressure, and brain circulation becomes critical. When blood doesn't reach certain areas of the brain efficiently, the body begins to show small warning signals. These signals are not meant to scare you. They're meant to protect you. They are the body's way of asking for attention, adjustment, and care. Many seniors assume that slowing down, feeling occasional weakness, or experiencing moments of confusion is simply part of getting older. But medical research shows that while aging changes the body, sudden or unusual changes should never be ignored. The difference between normal aging and a health warning often lies in how suddenly something appears and how different it feels from your usual state. Protecting brain health after 60 is directly linked to maintaining independence, mobility, and mental clarity. A healthy brain allows you to walk confidently, make decisions clearly, remember loved ones, and continue living life on your own terms. When the brain is affected, everything else follows: balance, speech, strength, memory, and confidence. That is why early awareness is one of the most powerful tools seniors have. Not fear, not panic, just awareness. Because awareness leads to early action, and early action saves function. Many older adults describe a similar experience before a stroke. They noticed a strange heaviness in one arm, a moment of dizziness, or difficulty finishing a sentence, but they brushed it off as being tired or distracted. Days passed, sometimes weeks, and life continued normally until a major event forced them into emergency care. Looking back, those early moments were the body's signals that something was changing in the brain's circulation. One of the earliest signs doctors notice is sudden weakness on one side of the body. This may not feel dramatic. It might just feel like your arm is heavier than usual, your leg feels unstable, or you struggle to hold objects firmly. Even if this sensation lasts only a few minutes and disappears, neurologists take it seriously because it can signal temporary disruption in blood flow to one side of the brain. Another early sign involves speech. You might notice that words don't come out as easily, sentences feel harder to form, or your speech sounds slightly slurred for a moment. These small communication changes reflect how the brain processes language, and when circulation is affected, even briefly, these processes slow down. Dizziness and balance issues are also common early indicators. Seniors often assume balance problems are just part of aging, but sudden instability, especially when walking or turning, can indicate changes in the brain regions responsible for coordination. Vision changes can also appear quietly: blurred vision, double vision, or difficulty focusing. Since the brain controls visual processing, reduced oxygen flow can disrupt how images are interpreted. Another overlooked signal is unusual fatigue or mental fog. When the brain isn't receiving enough oxygen, it uses more energy to perform simple tasks, leading to tiredness, slower thinking, and reduced focus. These changes are not simply being tired. They are signals that the brain is working harder than it should. Doctors often describe these symptoms as temporary neurological warnings, moments where the brain is under stress but not yet damaged. Acting at this stage can prevent long-term consequences. From a scientific perspective, a stroke occurs when the brain's blood supply is interrupted, either by a clot blocking a vessel or a vessel becoming too narrow or weak to deliver enough oxygen. After 60, arteries naturally become less flexible, and conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol further strain the circulatory system. The brain depends on a constant flow of oxygen-rich blood to function properly. Even short disruptions can affect speech, movement, memory, and coordination. What makes early stroke signs so important is that they often appear before permanent damage occurs. This means the body is still in a protective phase, signaling that change is needed. Ignoring these signs allows the underlying problem to continue developing. Over time, this increases the risk of a larger stroke that can affect independence. Independence is one of the most important aspects of aging. The ability to walk without assistance, cook meals, remember appointments, and care for oneself creates confidence and dignity. When a stroke affects the brain, these everyday abilities can change quickly. That is why prevention and early response matter more than anything else. Seniors who remain active, mentally engaged, and aware of body changes are far more likely to maintain their independence longer. Awareness does not mean living in fear. It means staying informed and prepared. The brain has an incredible ability to adapt, repair, and strengthen when supported with proper circulation, movement, hydration, and heart health. Medical research continues to show that lifestyle adjustments even after 60 can dramatically reduce stroke risk and improve brain resilience. The human body responds to care at any age. It is never too late to support circulation, strengthen muscles, and protect cognitive health. 5 Image prompt do. Simple, consistent actions can significantly protect brain health and reduce stroke risk. One of the most important factors is blood pressure control. High blood pressure places constant strain on blood vessels, especially those supplying the brain. Monitoring blood pressure regularly helps detect problems early. Movement is equally important. Gentle daily activity improves circulation, keeps blood vessels flexible, and supports heart function. This does not require intense exercise. Walking, light stretching, balance movements, and chair exercises can make a meaningful difference. Hydration is another overlooked factor. Many seniors drink less water than they need, which thickens the blood and reduces efficient circulation to the brain. Drinking water consistently throughout the day supports oxygen delivery and cognitive function. Nutrition also plays a role. Foods that support heart health, such as vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats, help maintain blood vessel health. Sleep is another pillar of brain protection. Poor sleep increases stress hormones and affects blood pressure, both of which impact brain circulation. Stress management matters as well. Chronic stress tightens blood vessels and places pressure on the heart and brain. Gentle breathing, spending time outdoors, connecting with loved ones, and maintaining hobbies all support neurological health. Perhaps the most important step is responding early when something feels different. If sudden weakness, confusion, speech trouble, or vision changes appear, seeking medical advice quickly can prevent major complications. Early action is not overreaction. It is protection. Doctors consistently emphasize that the earlier circulation issues are addressed, the better the long-term outcomes for mobility and memory. Healthy aging is not only about living longer, it is about living well. It is about waking up with clarity, moving without fear, and continuing to participate in daily life with confidence. Protecting the brain protects every part of independence, the ability to recognize loved ones, hold conversations, walk safely, and enjoy life's simple routines. Many seniors who remain active and independent into their 70s and 80s share one common habit. They listen to their bodies, they notice changes early, respond calmly, and make adjustments. The body is always communicating, especially the brain. Small signals are not interruptions, they are guidance. With the right awareness, support, and care, the brain can remain strong and adaptable for decades. Even small daily actions create long-term protection. Movement supports circulation, hydration supports oxygen delivery, and awareness supports early prevention. Aging does not mean decline. It means change, and change can be guided. The more you understand your body, the more control you have over your health journey. The goal is not perfection. It is consistency. Small steps taken daily protect strength, clarity, and independence over time. Reassurance comes from knowing that knowledge empowers action. You are not helpless in the face of aging. You are capable of supporting your brain, protecting your mobility, and maintaining your independence. If this information helped you understand your health more clearly, consider subscribing for more science-based guidance designed specifically for adults over 60. Each video is created to support strength, mental clarity, and long-term independence. And before you leave, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever noticed any of these early changes in yourself or someone close to you? Sharing your experience could help another person recognize the signs early and protect their health.